Well, happy Monday, Casas. This last Sunday, I had the chance to be able to share with you one of the things that I like to do as a practice of mine, especially during times like these where our outside circumstances are constantly changing. And because of that, our internal mindset and our internal emotions can be changing as well, and sometimes go to places we may not want them to go to. And that practice is the practice of gratitude. And gratitude is a practice that really reminds us that though all these things are happening around us and so much stuff is going on outside of us, that there really are still some constant things that God is doing in our life that we can look on and continue to see, not only that maybe we're being provided for or that there's good things happening around us, but that ultimately the things that matter most to us are still intact. And the things that we need for life, to thrive, to live, to feel alive are still intact and in our lives. And practicing gratitude is really a phenomenal thing during any time of life. And so as a church, this week, we wanted to engage in that together, to practice and cultivate gratitude and share it with one another, share the positive effects that it has upon our lives. And so I have a couple friends in this video sharing with you the steps to cultivate gratitude. And so check out this video, and I hope to join you this week in cultivating gratitude.
You know, for me, gratitude is about recentering where you are, your mentality, to focus not on what you're lacking, but on what you have that you're already grateful for. And so one of the first steps in that I resonate with a ton is just the need to make space. It's to pause. It's to slow down. It's to create a moment of margin so that you can open your eyes wide enough and your heart wide enough to figure out what it is that you love, what it is that you already have, and center yourself there.
So for cultivating gratitude, step 2 is to actually recognize the things that you're thankful for. And for me, when it comes to needing to recognize the things in your life that you want to express gratitude for, once you've created some space, once you have slowed down, you now have the time to actually reflect on that. So for me, that means, what if we looked at life like through a different perspective? And what I mean by that is, recently I was talking to my brother-in-law, and he actually is one of the people during this virus quarantine situation. He's briefly been furloughed from his job. And he said at first he was really bummed and he was a little fearful. But once he changed his perspective and he recognized that actually he's safe, he's okay, he's taken care of, he was able to volunteer differently. He was able to spend time with his friends a little differently. And he just started changing his perspective, instead of being so negative or so fearful, to decide to notice what are some of the positive things that are actually happening in my life instead. And when he gave himself some of that time to slow down and then change his perspective to notice, is there anything positive going on instead, he said he actually found more things to be grateful for because he decided to change that perspective.
Step 3, express. So one of my favorite ways to express gratitude is through prayer or meditation. So what I do is I close my eyes and I think about the thing that I'm grateful for, and I allow myself to savor it or relive it, and I pay special attention to the feelings or the sensations that accompany my gratitude. And then I will outwardly verbally express that, most often through prayer. And it just changes the way I feel inside, and it changes my perspective as I move forward throughout the rest of the day.
Well, this week I can't wait to join you in cultivating gratitude, and I can't wait to pause with you, to find some space to recognize the things that we're grateful for and to express it, to share it with those around us, or to share it with God, or to share it with ourselves, and just realize that the things that matter most to us are still happening. So may you find time to cultivate gratitude this week, and may you find that it's encouraging, but not only that it grounds you to what matters most. Have an awesome week.